Good morning, folks. Jeff the Fireman here with the Sun Sunday Spy Show, Temple of Fire, Sons of Fire. And I'm here on my own again this weekend because the hot mama has to study for her nursing. Pretty important, so I'm doing the cover. But she's here in sticker form. Holographic sticker form at that. Well, let's put it back up there. Well, this week, as you know, we'll have Randy and Teresa Carollo of Carollo's Catering and Creations, and we're going to bring those guys in, and we're just going to talk to them and see what's going on in their life. Here we go, Randy. How are you guys doing?
Good afternoon. How are you?
We're good. How are you?
I am great. It's still morning here for me, I think. Still 11. I'm on the Pacific Coast. So how are you guys doing?
We are great. Just trying to enjoy some of this weather. We had some nice weather come through the last couple of days.
I bet Teresa's glad to have you back off the ship too.
I'm sure.
Yeah.
I'm sure.
I get to look at all that food you can just like salivate.
Yeah. I know. He makes all the good stuff and then we eat Wendy's, you know.
Well, yeah. I mean, after cooking all the time, he wants to come home and rest. I get it.
Yeah, exactly.
So, here's some of you guys' story. How did the Carollos get together and spawn this catering and creation? Let's hear some.
Teresa and I met I was in high school. She had just graduated high school. We worked at the same grocery store together and just started dating. Got married in 1999. Been married ever since. I've been cooking since we've met. And I started the catering company 2009 with a friend of mine who passed away since then. And it started off as a different company name, and then he didn't want anything to do with it, so we changed it over to Carollo's Catering. And business was going good. 2014, we did really good. And I started working offshore, so the catering kind of became less and less. And she started doing her cups, and it just kind of came into Carollo's Catering and Creations. And then when COVID hit, there was really no catering anymore. So
that helps.
Pretty much just Carollo's Creations now. And it started growing the peppers about 3 years ago and getting into some of the hot stuff.
And the only reason he even started doing peppers, my grandmother, when she would make stuffed crabs, she used the Peter pepper. And you can't find them. They're very hard to find. So one year I'm like, can you just grow them so we can make my grandma's stuffed crabs? And he's like, fine, we'll just grow them. And that's really what started the whole pepper thing, was growing peppers so we can make my grandmother's stuffed crabs.
Oh, that's excellent. Excellent. Well, I know that you guys have, or you've at least moved into the tink market, because basically when I first met you last year in Chasing Capsaicin, it was all about the swamp punch. And I
ordered some tink. I don't remember who my first one was from. I think it was from Jared, actually. I got some tink from him, and I fell in love with the product, and I was like, okay, I need to start doing this.
Yeah.
Started researching. After a lot of research, then I started coming up with my own flavor and making the flavor profiles a little bit better, but I wasn't looking for all the heat that everybody else was. You know, I was still new to building my heat tolerance.
Yeah, well, there's a lot to things than just the heat. You know, I mean, heat is great if that's what you're looking for, but you know, as I can tell from your guys' ones, because I really do like them. You know, I like the flavor forward, and you know, and definitely it is. It's got decent heat. You know, so don't undersell this stuff. It definitely has. And you have
some of them I find myself are pretty hot, but guys like you, they're like a 4, 3. But to me, it's like a 6 or a 7, you know?
Yeah. And that's the good thing, is that everyone has different tolerances and different kinds.
Exactly.
You know, that's kind of you know, Alex Hot Mama would have been here and tasting these, but I know her favorite is this one right here, the Angie's apple pie. She does love that one. And then she has a soft spot for you know, the swamp punch.
The swamp punch, the first one, yes.
Yeah, and
no, I do have to take some credit. He comes up with the recipes, but I come up with the ideas.
She does
for the flavors.
She has the ideas.
The idea
Oh yeah, he's like, I need to come up with something else. So I start thinking of, certain things like, why don't we do this? So I give him the different ideas, and he just comes up with the different flavor, what goes in it.
Yeah, it's. I mean, they are fantastic. So let's talk about one. What one do you want to pick? And we'll talk a little bit about it. You can explain them.
We could start with the butter pecan if you'd like.
Oh yeah, definitely. I have that one right here. T's butter pecan. Tell me about it.
This was actually her creation. I was looking for something new, and I asked her what she thought. I needed something. I wanted to go dessert profile. I was trying to get away from the fruit, and she loves butter pecan cookies and stuff like that. So it was like, let's go with butter pecan. So we started off with a butter extract and fresh pecans that came from a friend of hers that has a pecan farm in Georgia. So we took the pecans, ground them up, some Carolina Reapers, the 190 proof alcohol for the extract, and let it brew for 60 days. And this is what we
kind of
ended
like
up with.
pecan pie.
Yeah, it's got a decent, like you said, out to a 4. The clarity on it was beautiful. I got to say, it's a beautiful look.
It came out really clear after I let it soak and sit for a couple days.
Yeah, even looking at it in the dropper, it's just like it's hard to get a nice one, but very clear. Clarity is great. The flavor on it is beautiful, Teresa. I love it. Because it's not too sweet. I was expecting like a really super hot butter pecan, but what I'm getting is a very nice and tasty. Not because sometimes in some tinks they're like just too overly flavorful, and the flavor kind of just kills. It's not that it kills the heat, but it exacerbates it. So all of a sudden you get super hot with a bit too much flavor. But you got a perfect.
I was thinking like maybe good in the coffee, your afternoon coffee or something, just to kind of add a different flavor to coffees and stuff like that.
Yeah, definitely. And reminding people at home, it is made with a high level alcohol, so there is that aspect of it. You can get solventless. There's a few of them, but they've got more like oils. But as Teresa said, adding this to your coffee or your tea is a great way to build up tolerance.
Yeah, slow builder. Couple drops here and there. You don't have to go all out like we do Robbie's and stuff like that. You can start with just a couple drops and build your heat from there.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, I like to do the Robbie's, but at the same time, there's always, you get certain ones that you got to be careful when you're doing Robbie's full of them. I know Travis Rempton makes some things that makes me decide to go, all right, maybe half a Robbie this time.
And that pyro type is one of them.
Oh my goodness, yeah. It's great. I love that one too.
Yes, it's got a really good flavor, but the burn profile is sinister.
Yeah, I like that's the one that I do like. All right, so what's next up on deck for you?
The apple pie.
Angie's apple pie.
Angie's apple pie.
There's already some of this gone.
And this one's made with fresh Granny Smith apples, cinnamon sticks, a touch of brown sugar.
Another beautiful color and clarity on that one too.
Very, very clear.
Yeah, very clear. Very well done on the filtering process, you guys, for sure.
It's all time, not shaking it. Once you get all the fruit out of it, and I run it through a press and squeeze all the juice. That way I'm getting all the flavor of all the fruit out of it. And then I let it sit for a few more days so the sediment settles down, and then I extract off the top.
Oh, man, that's like eating apple pie.
Yeah, and it's based off of my apple pie moonshine recipe.
That tastes really good. Yeah, I'm enjoying that one for sure. I can even taste, and it's not even the cinnamon isn't even like overpowering. It's just like what you would find in an apple pie. Very
Yeah,
tasty.
we wanted to keep it as close as I can get to that flavor with a little bit of heat.
Yeah, again, the heat isn't super up there. It's I say isn't super up there for people that aren't used to it. Definitely, it's up there as with anything. But the taste on this is a little more pronounced than the butter pecan,
Yes.
but in a good way. A little more pronounced than in the butter pecan, but in a good way. And I do like that it does burn. I normally just shoot it under my tongue, so I get it into my bloodstream quicker. But it does a great job of surrounding my tongue, and it's not suffering. Very tasty. I like that one a lot too. I like all you guys' stuff.
Yep. And then we have the special brew.
Special brew, mint chocolate.
Mint chocolate chip. It was made with cacao beans and Godiva chocolate, fresh mint.
Yeah, this one.
It's not like the other ones. It's you got to shake it really well.
Oh yeah,
the chocolate kind of settles.
Yeah, I've shaken the heck out of this one for sure. And the one this I call this the dessert tank. That's why Alex.
Yes,
right? Because
it's definitely good on ice cream.
Oh, it's good on everything.
Good in hot chocolate.
Yeah, good in hot chocolate.
Oh, it's so good in hot chocolate. Because the heat again, the mint just adds to it. It doesn't take away from it. The heat again is right around the same, around the 3 or 4 marginal, but the taste of the mint in there doubles it up. And yeah, that's why
that fresh mint hits first. So it's like you get this warm feeling.
Yeah.
And then you get the chocolate flavor and all of that.
Yeah, and this one I like more. Moves more around the mouth, hits the lips more.
Yes,
definitely. Whereas the other ones were tongue hitters. Another great one, and highly recommend this for like Randy and Teresa were saying, hot chocolates, and all of that. Just a couple of drops in this adds flavor in and also adds heat.
Yes.
We get to my favorite one.
Your favorite one?
I do love the Swamp Punch. I really do.
I think that's everybody's favorite.
The Swamp Punch did very well. I was surprised on how well it did. Because I think it was my second I think it was my third tank that I made.
Well, a lot of it is the name too. I remember when you came up with a name for it. And for me, I was like, look at the color. I mean, that's the one right there. It's just, if I can get it, there it is. Get it on me. So it looks like almost blood red.
Yeah, the fruit punch flavor was definitely what we were trying to get.
Top of the line.
Now, the next one's going to be better because I actually made the next one.
She actually made the second batch.
Yeah, so I said this next one's going to be tasting even better because I did it.
I'm going to be getting one of those because I do love the taste of this. And
it's the same.
Such a great taste. Mm-hmm. Slightly sweet.
Fresh pineapple, fresh cherries and strawberries, oranges. Mm-hmm. And then it's got a long soak time. And like I said, when we run it through the press, when we press it all out, we get all that juice out of everything.
And I think you're going to make this one hotter than the first one.
And the second batch is actually going to be a little bit hotter than the first one.
Yeah, and out of all the ones that I've tried here, this is probably the one. Well, obviously, this is the one that's slightly hotter than the rest of them. And again, taste, flavor forward on this is just amazing. So I look forward to your new one.
Definitely, it's good in fruit, like Sprites and any kind of soft drinks.
Gotta clean that out. So what's the last one? I don't have any, but I know you have.
I don't have any of this. This is not spicy, but this is our vanilla extract also.
Fresh
Madagascar vanilla beans. They soak for a year in a high proof alcohol, and they're taken out. The liquid's extracted, but we leave the beans in there. So normally when you suck up some of the juice from the bottom, you'll actually get fresh vanilla beans inside your
extract.
And what would you use this for?
We use this for baking.
Oh my gosh, everything. It makes the best cookies. You'll never be able to use anything else for your cookies and stuff like that.
Yeah, anything you would use a regular store-bought vanilla extract for. Cookies, baking, cakes. If you just wanted to add some vanilla flavoring to your coffee.
Yeah, so what's the difference? What's the difference between, say, that and your fake imitation vanilla extracts that
you can actually take that and put a drop of that on your tongue and taste the vanilla.
You can taste the difference, but the stuff you get from the store
you can't
is 40 to 50% water diluted.
Yeah, ask Farmer J what other ingredients are in there. I think he found out last year and was shocked.
Yeah. Ours is just the vanilla and the alcohol.
Yes, exactly, and that's the point that I was making. That these guys' vanilla extract is nothing like the stuff you buy in the store. That's not like
try to taste the store stuff.
The real posterior of an animal. Let's just put it that way. That way we're safe and covering everything. But again, this has got nothing on it. This is like top of the line Baconaid, very well done.
Oh, absolutely.
Yes, sir.
Now look, we got Normies telling you that they need some of that for his brownie. That's Heiko there from What Do Normies.
Oh, absolutely.
Yes.
Your brownies will never be the same.
A dropper full of this, my daughter likes to put in, she makes fresh pancakes.
Yes.
A dropper full in pancake mix will change your whole recipe.
Next level pancakes.
You can use a store box, for pancake mix and just add a dropper full of that.
You don't even need syrup on it.
Excellent. So what other things do you offer other than your wonderful honey that he doesn't offer? But if you ever want some, what you have to do is persuade him by giving him a private message and asking him to make that honey.
Yeah, you shoot me a private message. I'll get some fresh honey. And I have some Reaper sitting in my freezer so we can actually make some more. I just have to get my hands on some honey.
Yeah, if people are interested, contact him, because it is top notch. I enjoy using it, really use a lot of it. And I scored some from him last year when I met him, so I was lucky enough to get some.
You got one of the first bottles.
Yeah.
As a matter of fact, I think you got the very first bottle, except for what I use on the boat.
You got it before his dad got some.
Exactly.
Definitely delicious.
And then we also, my wife, she does custom-made cups. These stainless steel tumblers.
All right, it's time to let Teresa loose. Let's hear some of your tumblers.
Let her go.
Okay, I hope y'all ready because I got a lot to show.
She's got a lot to show.
So a lot of people, when they think of tumblers, they think they're all glittery and girly. I make all different sizes, shapes, colors, variety. I'm going to show you Randy's first one. This is actually like a 35 ounce. They call this a tall and skinny. And this is his pepper cup. Yeah. So we just did like a collage of all his stickers at that point. Now, I made this one quite a while ago. So we just made the collage of stickers on there. And the base underneath is just different colors I put in underneath. So I can make it masculine and I can also make it glittery. So that's one of the tall and skinnies that I can do. Another one I made him is his all of this is stainless steel, by the way. So this is a 20 ounce coffee cup. So he drinks his coffee in these in the morning. Now, they can't get this.
Yes, they can see
they can.
Yeah.
So this is the other side. And guys, I can put almost any picture, any stickers, any sayings, anything you want on there, I can put on there. So it's really completely up to you what you would like on there. So as you can see, this is not glittery. It's a black.
That's nice.
Oh, yeah. And I'll tell you, it'll keep your coffee hot, or it can also keep your beer cold. So this is also an amazing beer mug. Let's see. This is a koozie. So this will hold your beer bottle, your Coke can, or one of those skinny cans. So this one I made for myself, and this was during COVID last year. So I thought I had to play with something funny. So, he was all of the rage last summer. But once again, I can put any saying, any stickers. I have tons of different colors of glitter. I also have man glitter that I'll show y'all in a minute that I can use too. But this is a koozie that holds your traditional 12-ounce cans, those skinny cans if you drink like that White Claw stuff, or your traditional beer bottles. So this is a universal size koozie. Hold on, I got lots to show y'all. Lots and lots and lots.
Oh, definitely.
Now, some of these are already available for sale if you like them that much, but I'm just trying to show y'all different styles and shapes that I offer. So this one is a 20-ounce skinny, and this one is a tannogram. This one's a tedious one to make, but it's fun. So these are 20 ounces.
And I don't think they can see the actual chevron lines in it.
Yeah. I mean,
See the pinstriping on it.
Yeah, so it's got pinstriping between all the different shapes. And this one has a screw top lid. Most of my cups, they just have the lid that goes, that snaps on the top. This one actually screws on. So even if you drop it, spill it, it'll stay in place. But this is one of my 20-ounce ones. And just because this design's on this cup, I can do this design on my other tall and skinny cups as well. But I wanted to show that size in that design. Where did you put your?
What's that?
The one I should have hit of. So this is his. So I'm just trying to show you the difference in sizes. So his is the 35-ounce, and this one's a 20-ounce.
I love that you can never get them confused. You always know your mug because in your coffee before you.
Yeah, exactly.
That's why we normally put stickers on just to differentiate, but to have them in that form is like fantastic.
Oh, absolutely. This one, I want to say this one is, they call it a 20-ounce fat boy, I think. But this one just had the villains from Disney. So we don't always have to be princesses. Now, if you like this one, I can finish personalizing this one. So this one's available for sale, but it has all the some of the Disney witches on there. And it's more wide at the bottom. But this design can be done on different cups as well. That's just one that's currently available. This is a 30-ounce fat boy, they call them, because they're more wide than the other ones. And this one has a huge collage of your Disney characters on there. And just fun. And this one's not finished either. So if you like this one, I can still add quotes, or I can still add your name to it. So this is just the beginning of these two cups, just to show you some of the ideas that you can do on these. But I also have other, like if you like this style cup, I have more of this style. Oh, more. Okay. Let's do these.
These are traditionals.
So this is the traditional cup. This is the one that most people go with. It's your normal 32-ounce stainless steel cup. It keeps your ice. Now, it's not the Yeti brand because then that would drive up cost, obviously. But they keep your ice cold all day. And this one is for a young man. And so it's not glitter. He's going to Southeastern, which is a college here in Southeast Louisiana. So I made him a cup for him to go off to college next year. On the girly side, if you can present.
I'll present.
Make yourself useful. There you go. On the girly side, now this one is a glittery LSU. I'm sure if you're in the United States, you know LSU. So we did the glitter on there with the LSU emblem, and then the girl's name on the side. So she's also graduating in May, going to LSU in the fall. So we made her a cup as well. But I've also made boy LSU cups that are non-sparkly. So I have the yellow and purple that I can do as well, to make it non-girly. There's non-girly ways. So this style cup is the old style, but I wanted to show you this. The top part is a wood grain. And that wood grain is gorgeous on those the beer and coffee mugs, but that's a wood grain, and this is actually called a shipwreck mug because you have the ocean water at the bottom, and this is apparently like your ship at the top. But I wanted to basically show you the wood grain, and I have different colors to make it a light wood or a dark wood. But my gentlemen love the wood grain cups because I can put any of the stickers on there, and it just looks so classy with the wood grain.
Yeah, they do. They look different from normal.
Oh yeah, it's a classic cup, and like all these styles can be on any of the shape of tumblers that I have. I just grabbed these because that's what I already have done and prepped.
What I like about the wood is not only like she makes it, you can see the grain in it.
Yeah, yeah.
But then the extra detail of adding like the knots in the wood. You know?
Yeah, exactly. Just make
so it kind of stands out.
Even though we know it's a stainless steel mug, it has that element of realism into it.
Yes.
Right. So it doesn't look like it's a mug. It looks like somebody carved it out of wood.
And the mugs, when she did the mugs, the like this one in the wood, it literally looked like somebody took a chunk of wood and made a mug out of it.
If a boy wants a sparkly cup, I actually made 6 Tulane University cups 2 weeks ago, and they wanted the green sparkle glitter with the white, and they looked phenomenal. And they wanted their cups so they can go out to their hunting camp, and their hunting buddies wanted the green sparkly Tulane cups. So the men get the sparkles too, I promise. Yep. I just don't want to shy anybody away because some guys, they don't want the sparkles, but yeah.
Some sparkle colors look they're not all feminine colors.
Oh no,
Some of them are dark green and they look really good. Dark blues.
Well, you got to just name them, the right name. You just say, this isn't yellow, it's sawdust. So it's like,
yeah, right. Well, on that note, I'm going to show you. These are some of my man glitters, they call them, so that they're not sparkly, but they're still they're almost like paint chips, kind of camo looking. So like this one, I don't know if you're going to be able to see it that well. So like this one is blue and gray and white.
Yeah, they look just like paint flakes that you would redo your garage floor or something like that with.
I was going to say the stuff that you have on the garage floor.
That's exactly what they are.
So this way you still get a nice effect, but they're not sparkles. So
of course, no two are the same.
No.
Different, correct?
No, I could sit there and work on 6 cups with doing the same pattern and with the same everything, and they're still going to have a different look to them.
Yeah, they're all going to be different.
So it's just, they're all different. Let's do these 2.
Yeah, that's my point.
Yeah, we've got lots of.
Don't answer about you.
What's wrong?
Oh, I'll turn.
Oh, yeah. So this cup is 30 ounce tall and skinny, and this is a military U.S. Army. It's actually a tattoo that's on there. And this is one that's not finished. So it still can be personalized with a quote and a name or whatever else you want to add to it. But that's one that's one of our favorites. It's beautiful. It's a beautiful cup.
Yeah, we've done some Navy cups, Army, Marines.
U.S. Coast Guard
cups.
Army, yeah. Okay. This is
Teresa's new one.
This is fun.
As you can see, got her name.
It looks like all the rest.
Looks just like the rest.
But it's not.
But a little flick of the wrist.
Ooh, look at that.
It is the best party cup.
I bet.
You can turn off the lights, turn on the lights.
Now, you see, I could see the benefits of that knowing where my beer is, too.
Yeah. Yes.
Where's my
and it lights up pretty well. So if you're outside for a late party, you'll be able to find your cup.
Yep.
Yeah, that is excellent.
And of course, I put my own little quirky "Let's Get Lit" on there because it goes with the
goes with the
lights. But you can still personalize it any way you want. But that
now,
one's
does
always
that run on the battery?
Yes, it's got a little bitty battery pack.
It has a lithium battery pack in the bottom of the cup.
But you don't see it.
So you have to unscrew the bottom of this cup. This is the only cup that does this.
I know, but
It's got a little bitty battery pack.
Yes, and then you just flip the switch.
And just close it back up.
Close yourself back up. And you're ready to go.
Yes, Joe, it saves you from picking up the wrong drink. Exactly.
It runs off a little lithium battery. That's all it is. So you can replace it.
Those little batteries will last forever, too. So just showing you different ideas. This one is my daughter's, and she kind of wanted like a Winnie the Pooh theme. So this one is like a beehive with bees on it. Thank you, Randy. Yeah, it's a honeycomb. And we put a Winnie the Pooh saying on it. So it's just another variety of different things we can do. That one's a 35 ounce, tall and skinny. You don't need to fill that up often. It holds a lot of liquid.
I bet. Great looking.
Yeah.
You did fantastic work on those three. So honestly, you did great.
Thank you.
Fantastic. And then it's phenomenal some of the work she does.
This one is not finished either. This one was a tester I was working on. It's a 35 ounce tall and skinny. It still needs to be outlined with some tape where the colors meet, but it still needs a name and a quote. So if you like this one, I love the blue in this one. This one's got the best blue. This one's still available too. I can make combat medic tumblers. I can do that.
Yes.
Definitely can make combat metal tumblers.
You grabbed mine from I don't know where mine's at. There's the one in my other one.
Oh, that's okay. I think I'm almost finished. So I have water bottles. So a lot of the kids needed water bottles this year because they can't use water fountains.
That's cool. Sports bottles.
Yeah, so that's just another type of tumbler sports bottle that I have. Just so you can see the difference. That one I think is a 25 ounce, so it still holds a good bit of liquid. If you don't want stainless steel and you want something just cutesy, I have two different kinds of these plastic cups that I can still personalize. Instead of the glitter going on the outside, the glitter goes in between the two layers of plastic. So this is easier to do if you just want to get a couple for, a birthday party or whatever. They're obviously not as pricey as the stainless steel ones can be, but they still can get extremely cute. So I think that's all the different kinds I have.
Very informative because it's good. It saves people at least calling you up and going, so, hey, what do you have? I'm like, well,
right. And if I don't have it, if you saw somebody else's tumbler that looks the way that you liked and you send me a picture, I can really do the best I can to replicate, what you're looking for. So even if I haven't made one exactly like what you're looking for, I can get pretty close to what you're thinking.
Excellent. That's excellent. So let's move on to more stuff then. Seeing as we've
More stuff. Let's see here. What's that?
We've covered your stuff. We've covered Teresa's stuff. What's the next thing that we're covering here? We're going to be showing some stuff for
your raffle.
Yes, for our raffle.
Okay.
We are kicking off our raffle sale today, and this is the raffle is special to us because it's helping our daughter get some stuff done for her. She has to have a cochlear implant. She currently has an implant in her head right now for her left ear because she's completely deaf in her left ear. And the company that we had went out of business, so we can't get any upgrades and her sound processor broke. So now we have to get a completely new sound processor. The company went out of business, so we have to get a whole new company to do it. So they're switching her from what she has now into a cochlear implant. And a lot of I don't know how invasive the surgery is, but they have to run a wire that's going to have to go through the top of her head, and it passes it past her ear canal, because what happened is, as her skull grew, her
one of the tubes in her ear grew too fast.
Yes.
It grew faster than the rest of her ear parts. So what happens is it holds fluid, and the sound basically gets trapped in that one little bitty ear tube. So the rest of her ear is perfectly fine except for that one tube. The sound basically just gets lost. So by doing the cochlear implant, it bypasses all those parts and goes straight to the cochlea so that she can actually hear stuff from her left side.
Okay, so what
was that?
What will you be offering for raffle prizes?
So we're gonna have there's gonna be 3 winners, and the first place prize winner, there's gonna be 6 types of sauces. We have some of Jared's Alpha and Omega's 7-pot soy, Chef Sean McPhee's OG hot sauce.
So JR with that.
Yes.
Lou
Gotti, Luis Garibaldo, his pina colada sauce. There's also, I don't have it bottles yet. I have hot sauce coming from Pepper Lords, and hot sauce coming from Eric Walbaum of Creature Sauces.
Yeah, those are some good sauces.
And then the 6th sauce is actually special.
Oh, it's
if you know.
Pepper Schism. Jason.
That's right. This is a Lou Gotti and Pepper Schism collaboration sauce. There's only a few bottles made. I was lucky enough to get one from Jason, just specifically for this raffle. There's also a chili necklace in the 1st and 2nd place winners.
Jared's, those are great.
And along with the winners, there's 3 different types of tincture. You have tincture from me. There's tincture from Colby from his Tahoma Fire. There is a tincture from Bob the Voice Gilbert. His Envy tincture will be in one of the prize packages. And also League of Fire points.
First place, 3 points right there.
Yeah.
The first place winner has a Psycho Bear, a Tuba Terror, and a V1 challenge. So you're looking at 14 points for League of Fire for the first place winner. Second place winner has a Psycho Bear and a Tuba Terror. So that's 10 points. And the third place winner will have a Psycho Bear and a Pocky 1 chip. 4 points.
Excellent. Well,
tickets are only going to be $5. So for $5.
Oh, you forgot the cup.
Oh, there's also a $35 gift certificate for a custom-made cup from her. So you're talking 6 sauces, the custom-made cup, 3 different types of tincture, League of Fire points, a $5 entry. And if you know, challenges aren't cheap.
No, definitely not. And so when people go for these $5 entries, how are they going to do that? Are you going to set up a post and release it?
What we're going to do, just like we did the last one, it'll be $5 through our PayPal, and then everything's going to go into a jar. The name will be put into a jar. And then on Angelina's birthday, which is
June 8th,
we will draw a winner. So we're going to give them until June 7th to buy tickets. June 8th, we'll draw a winner. I'm not limiting to, I was going to limit it to United States only, but I think we could ship anywhere we need to.
Looks like you just sold 40.
So we're definitely going to get some tickets going.
Okay, so yeah, once you guys I can once you guys have a thing set up, I can definitely promote that through the various groups. That,
We greatly appreciate it. Now,
and of course,
luckily enough, this morning was that.
We'll get your PayPal details and everything set up and get you.
Gotcha.
Once you get set up on it, we'll definitely push this a little more. And we're going to buy a lot of tickets too, brother. You know that.
We greatly appreciate it. If some of y'all probably know, Angelina was trying to raise money for her accessories for her device, which they get expensive. They're like $200, $300 a piece for different accessories. So she came up with her own tincture. It is a green apple Skittle Burst. The bottles are coming in tomorrow. The labels are made. The tincture is sitting and filtering now, clearing up. She only has one left. We were lucky enough this morning. Jim Snow Sauces, he purchased 2 bottles to add to the raffle package because he doesn't use the tincture himself, but he wanted to add to the raffle package. So we thank him for that. And you guys for donating anything y'all have donated. Jeff, you for the League of Fire challenges. Colby, I can't thank you guys enough. I mean, it just means a lot.
Yeah, we'll definitely get into these tickets. And I hear that JR is making a tink or is thinking about making a watermelon tink.
He is. He wanted his sister to get hers done first. That way they weren't crossing with each other. But he's planning on making a watermelon reaper tincture. He wants it very hot, so he says. So we'll see. I'm going to walk you through the process. We have some watermelon flavoring, and we're getting close to the warm springtime, so watermelon should become more abundant, and the sweetness should really start to come out within the next couple weeks.
Definitely, and there is watermelon powder available online if people ever, if you're thinking about doing tints, because a lot of time when people use watermelon and they're using it, watermelons are basically really high in water, and of course, if JR's thinking about making it strong, you have to, it's easier to extract from the powder, and I think the powders are relatively cheap, for like 8 ounces or so. I think about $15 for a pound, or at least. I don't know.
Yeah, I've looked at some different extracts and powders and stuff like that. So
excellent.
I don't want to dilute
that'll mean that
I don't want to dilute the alcohol too much.
Exactly, but you guys will all have your own tinks. I think that's fantastic.
Yeah. Yes. So there's a bet between me and her, a little side bet going on whose tink off is going to win. So after it's all done, we'll tell you what numbers, and then I'm also sending Farmer Jay a bottle of each. That way we can get 2 different inputs. Unfortunately, I think I might lose this one. I tasted hers, and
don't give nothing away.
I'm not. Her flavor profile is on point.
Yeah, you can't give anything away to the judge, and of course, what Randy's talking about and Teresa's talking about is the tink off that's coming up here short. It's actually underway now. I've got a couple of them. I've got a couple of bottles up here already. And, of course, these bottles, as you can see, are completely plain. I don't know who they are. And I do have a lot of tinks, so I do recognize a lot of bottles. So all these bottles are the same, and all they have is tink off and the number on it. That's all it is. Tink off and the number. So
that's it.
I don't know what it is. The base behind the flavor is all cinnamon-based. So, and of course, what I'm going to do is my thing is I'll explain it to you guys while I'm here. Is I'm going to do 4 a day, 1 in the morning, 1 mid-morning, 1 in the afternoon, 1 late evening. That way I've given a complete gap between each one. And it should take me a couple of days. And for each one that I do, I'm going to do a video of each one so that, I have something to go back on and have a chart. And I'll be checking it on everything from clarity, presentation, even though the presentation comes in a certain way, flavor profile, heat, but it doesn't have to melt my face off. But if it melts my face off, that's an added bonus, I guess. It's got to have taste to it. Not all tincture, tincture is hot, but it's not meant to be like, I want to enjoy it. That's the best way. I want to enjoy it. I am going to do a Robbie full of each, Joe. I'm going to start off and do like a little taste, and then I'm going to go for the Robbie, because the taste, if I do 1 or 2 drops, it'll give me a perfect taste. And then if I do a Robbie, it'll tell me how it deals with when I normally do tinks. Yeah, when I normally do tinks. So that would be great. So this has been fantastic. Is there anything else we can cover for you guys?
That's really it.
I think we did a lot.
We did a lot. We covered a lot.
Well, it's excellent. As I say, you'll have the link to this afterwards, and you guys can use this anytime you want. It's your program. It's your show. So you can show
Thank
it,
you.
do whatever you want for it. If anyone asks you, hey, Teresa, what kind of cups do you make? Go ahead.
Yeah, here, just take a look.
Go look.
Because after a while, it really helps.
Sorry.
Yes.
Yes.
Right, so guys, it's been great having you on. I'll talk to you soon. I'll knock you backstage. I'll come back and talk to you here in a couple of minutes.
Thank you, Jeff.
All right,
We
thanks.
appreciate everybody.
Excellent. Good luck on this raffle. I know it's going to smash, man. Those prizes are great, and once you have everything put out, I'm sure we'll get all the details ironed out. But anyone who's familiar, has done. I think last time Randy did a raffle, it worked out fantastic. And,
Worked out very well. Yes. We thank everybody. We can't thank y'all enough for all the support and love.
excellent, guys. So I'll talk to you guys soon.
Yes, sir. Y'all have a nice day.
All right, guys, as you saw there, that was Randy and Teresa's of Carollo's Catering and Creations. Fantastic creations, fantastic stuff. Excellent family. Excellent course, too. So, check definitely Sons of Fire and Chasing Capsaicin, because I'm sure there's going to be more on this raffle for Angie's transplant. Or not transplant, sorry. Well, I guess it could be implant. Let's call it that way. Anyway, this is going to be me signing off. I'm Jeff the Fireman, the Temple of Fire, Sons of Fire. Chasing Capsaicin. Ooh, stay spicy.